All right, warriors, gather around. Buenos dias. We're going to do a breathing exercise. It's not going to take but 5 seconds. And what we're going to do is control our core, or get an idea of what it means to control your core. It means to offset your thinking. We're going to talk a little bit about that mindset and how powerful it is, and why narcissists, some may argue they don't know what they're doing. I say they know what they're doing. And this is what they're doing in their own mindfuck, so you get a grip on why they're able to convince themselves and others that they know not what they do. In their world, there's no such thing as self-sabotage. We'll talk about it and why their mindset believes this as a reality. Narcissists have a boogeyman, a Baba Yaga, the Coockowee, Jeepers Creepers. And it's the educated empath, the one that not only educated themselves on what narcissism is, but also knows their secrets without them having to speak it. Just based on how they operate, because you now too know everything they know about you, you know about them as well. This terrifies the narcissist, especially those of you who also have the same abilities that narcissists do, only for you it's natural. Without trying. Authentically, you attract others. You have an old soul connection that they can only pretend they have. They're imposters. Their nightmare is not only you educating yourself, but having and carrying true virtue within yourself, to not abuse, to not allow the thirst to get the better of you through temptation, and exercising options like spinning plates. See, this is what the narcissist despises about you, is you have self-control, not self-sabotage. And it only adds more value in the world. They want to be like you, eat like you, dress like you, talk like you. But there's only one. Perfectly imperfect you. Warriors, let's add more value to our knowledge. Let's take a badass walk on the beach. Let's do a breathing exercise. Let's control our core so we don't get buck fever even while I'm talking, because some of the topics I talk about might trigger. That's when we know, hey, let's discuss this. It's a walk. You see, look at me. I'm not the one that did this to you. I'm the one giving you a hand up out that hole you dug, because it's your choices that got your ass there. You had deception at first, but after that, you started lying to your damn self. Different level of understanding, because even in your mindfuck, you thought you were doing the right thing. But it wasn't self-sabotage, was it? It was your mindset. In fact, you defended the relationship with all you had, with an enemy in here that didn't exist. 5 seconds, let's do this. Come on. Release slowly. All right, shake that shit off, y'all. Shake it off. Look, I was telling you, you're the boogeyman, the Baba Yaga, the Coockowee. The nightmare, the thought of running into an educated empath that can hand them their asses back is the worst thing that could happen to a narcissist, especially those of you who really don't have a lifestyle of boredom. Those of you who have life, you bring the life to the party. You are the party. I've always said, the tribe will follow the vibe. And it's always held true, and narcissists know this. This is why they picked you. They thought they could manage it away from you, though, or become it and doppelgang you. Copycat. What in turns end up happening is their mirror magic reverses on them. Because when you become educated, not only do you attract, but it's like narcissists being attracted to the bug zapper. You don't run around hiding. You run around with your emotions on your sleeve because you can, but it attracts the bees and other insects. You see, narcissists know better, but they can't help it. And what they can't stand is you succeeding without them and them observing you, because they know themselves better than anyone, and they couldn't fathom the thought of seeing you ever with a replacement. Because they know what high value is. No one knows more than what's valued in the dating market than a narcissist who's had so many connections that when they get a taste of what it is everyone's looking for, they too will fight for it. Because they know the scarcity of authenticity. Warriors, you force narcissists to see themselves in the mirror. As if you are too a master of shapeshifting. You become them immediately. And they recognize it right away when you're playing what they're playing against them. Have you ever heard them say, I know what you're doing. Oh, I get it. And you can sense the frustration when the game is used on them. I mean verbatim. It's kind of like when kids, when you're growing up, and they're aggravating you, and you just start pointing at them, they're pointing at you, so you can outpoint each other or outstare. Same game, different skin suit. Warriors, narcissists, as time progresses, as the cycle turns, as the world turns, as we age, narcissists lose all their charm, their looks, the beauty, their pretty privilege, men's charisma. It's not as door opening as it once were. When this happens, narcissists change attachment styles. They don't change as in mental maturity. They change attachment styles. You've seen some. They'll go from the exhaustive party stage to all of a sudden they want to be born again virgins in church. They're talking about how change made them more better bestest because they're thirst trapping. Oh, and the church allows it. The church allows the rags to riches story and selling and enabling narcissism on the pulpit because they're screaming a success story and they're pretending and selling hope when the basket passes by that this could be you too. Therefore, making it okay to waste your life hoeing it, whether you're a man or a woman. That it's okay to invest in nothing, vanity, and that you'll be rewarded at the end because the Lord will provide you your mate, your soul mate. Warriors, we all know too well what consequence is. We have seen the tables turn just in the content being created and shared with the public on YouTube platforms, on Rumble, on Pinterest, on all of these all these content formats. Content has changed. Consequence is being delivered. The truth can't be muted anymore. It can't be over-talked because the ones sharing it now command the respect for the truth they speak. And now you see the gnashing of the teeth, the growls, the shadow boxing, and at night, the terrors that haunt narcissists and the screams of La Llorona. You've heard them. And then they wake your ass up and you go, what the fuck's the matter with you? What was your dream? Nothing happened, nothing. Warriors, the attachment style of narcissists may change, but the attachment won't. The need for the attachment, the connection, a pulse, something living and breathing they can use as a punching bag. That part won't change because that is their currency. Attention and admiration is the narcissist currency. And now they have to pretend to be empathic for the bait and switch. So the tactics change. The need for the currency doesn't. Desperation is what is giving the narcissist the need for being creative in how they serve themselves up in order to attract again. They go through these little experimental stages. Warriors, that inner self is to preserve and survive in both empaths and narcissism. This is the thing that I need you to think about, is what we understand to be toxic behaviors and or behaviors in general, and what gets us to exact action toward feelings and emotions. One considers an inner voice, the other speaks and acts just from the inner voice. There's no reason. There's no conversation, if you will, in the noodle. And understand, narcissists think there's no such thing as self-sabotage, because in their minds they're defending themselves and acting out of survivability. Therefore, it's not self-sabotage, it's understood. It's what I needed to do. It's the only choice I had. Where you, as an educated empath, understand that there's two voices. The voice of reason and the 4-year-old. The one that's trying to analyze and figure out how to get away with it, and the other that's letting you know nothing but consequence can come from this. Warriors, narcissists accumulate connections and always trying to find something, and they don't know what it is because they don't see any virtue in themselves. And this is their reality. When I tell you, trust what you see in the mirror, narcissists can't trust what they see in the mirror. And it's why their greatest enemy can show them who they are, as if becoming their own mirror image. They'll call you toxic for it because they don't like what they see. Now look, I'm not telling you this so that you can go and build up some liquid confidence or false confidence in thinking that you have these abilities. It's not for everybody. Some of y'all don't need to be provoking to begin with. These strategies are so that you recognize the mindset of the narcissist and why you'll never convince it to be otherwise. It's a deeper truth, and one that you need to understand you have no authority over. None whatsoever. Look, they're like walking submarines. They got a whole bunch of Siemens in them, and they're wretched asses. They're not. That's their talk, and they run around thinking that they can drop the kids off at the pool or use monkey gargle, and it makes the slate clean again. Born again virgins, you see. Warriors, don't buy into their loop. Their sense of reality is self-sabotage. In our vernacular, we use the word, but it's become a buzzword. You need to understand that in yours, it is a sense of fight or flight, but you're considering both voices. With narcissists, this is their lead voice, their diplomat. And in their voice of reason, it's not self-sabotage. It was your fault. It's your fault every time. In every connection, it's their fault. Think about this. How many people have you met that were the victimizers and admitted it They were the abusers. I haven't met one yet. Not one. Not one. Every connection I've ever come in contact with at Hello, within an hour, will paint the picture of victimhood. Because solid-ass, authentic-ass people are inclined to help those who are in need. And this is how they do the bait and switch. They need Captain Save-A-Ho, whether it be a man or a woman. Men who use addictions with a proclivity of trying to self-help, but they just need an extra boost. Let's say some empathy and understanding. It's only you that knows me so well, because you're special that way. Warriors, narcissists, we're going to use some smooth-ass tactics to try and come back. And there's only but a couple of reasons why. It didn't work out on the monkey jump. Your replacement lied. Your replacement was a gold digger, more Worcesteristas than them. And they got the ass handed to them. They figured out the entire harem closet was in on it. And in their fight with you, didn't recognize that they'd accumulated frenemies themselves. They were so dead set on showing you who's boss that now they running for the ass, screaming, selling themselves for change to strange. And now they need you to save them, and it's for real this time. But they cry wolf one too many times, and now they belong to the wolf. You see, now they want to come back and hoover you because the pimp don't want to play right like they used to. That's because the pimp knows exactly what you are. Oh yeah, and they're going to keep your ass in line. See, a narcissist knows another narcissist and knows the game all too well. And they know what it takes to get them in line. Micromanaging. You ever heard that? You see, narcissists call people who know themselves well and operate in that way as being too strict, too demanding, and got a low self-esteem. It's quite the opposite. They don't put up with your shit. But see, an intelligent, educated empath doesn't have to scream it. In their silence and absence, everyone knows who the narcissist is. A king doesn't go out screaming he's the king. He just is. Warriors, get out there and own it. They're out of your league. Narcissists were never a pimple on your ass on your worst day. And they want to convince you that you're the one that needs to prove to them that you're worthy of their time. When they ain't got a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out of. Now, get your trophy asses off that couch. Go do something different today. Reward yourself. It's time that you come first for fucking change. Boys, I appreciate your support. Y'all are awesome. It's never goodbye. It's always until next time. You know that. Get out there and give the devil hell today. Own it. Namaste.
Jesse, what are you doing today?
We're gonna skydive today.
We're gonna
Leap of faith.
Leap of faith. Hey, that's what this is.
Doing it for the tribe, the warrior tribe.
Do you know how high we're going? Did they tell you?
14,500.
Close. 14,500 feet. Yep. And then we're gonna be falling at
a high rate of speed.
Very fast. We're gonna be falling very fast. We're gonna be falling at 120 miles an hour. Sweet. Have you ever gone that fast before?
No, I have not.
Okay, are you ready to go that fast?
I'm ready.
Okay.
We're gonna do it today. You got my back.
Yep. Oh, I'm gonna get your face, but you know your TI will have your back.
All right.
What made you want to skydive? What brought you here today?
Facing fear.
Yeah? Are you afraid of heights?
Facing fear head on. No.
No.
I'm afraid of not trying new opportunities.
There you go.
I'm afraid of living in the woulda, shoulda, coulda, and I'm not gonna do it. Lead and live by example.
There you go. You heard it here first from Jesse. All right, you ready to go?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Let's do it.
Woo!
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. Along the way, melodies we haven't played. No, I don't want no rest. Echoing around these walls, fighting to create a song. I don't wanna miss a beat. And on we'll go, through the wastelands.
What'd you think of it?
Loved it.
Woo! You know, honestly, I have no idea who won the sword fight, so I guess we'll have to call it a draw.
There you go. We'll have to do it again.
All right, when are you gonna get your license now?
I'm gonna work on it tomorrow. I'll be back.
Jesse, thank you for jumping with us to Skydive Lone Star. Do you have anything you'd like to say?
What an honor.